Hey, Ben, America's Baseball Camps. Just touching base in regards to your swing mechanics from the President's Day camp. Thanks for coming to camp, and continued success on your baseball career. So let's go ahead and get started here. Let's talk about your stance. In regards to your stance looks pretty good as far as from your feet are past your shoulders. Looks good. Knees are nice and bent. Your eyes are on the baseball. Hands are in a good spot. Eyes are on the ball. Everything looks pretty good from a stance standpoint. Let's go into our next little phase of our swing, more towards our land foot, our load. One thing we do that we need to focus on a little bit too is we kind of get top heavy, and what you want to do is you want to start going forward, and what I want to do is you want to start separating your feet out. So you'll see here, right now your head should be going kind of more staying back. You can see that your head's more on your front foot, so if I take a line from the feet, from the ground up, you can see how your head is more in front, and you're going to get it right now of your swing. You'd want your head to be back about a foot to have it to where your head goes back this way, and it kind of goes top heavy. What you want to do is when you stride out, about this point is you want to kind of keep your head here and keep your waist there, and then just have your bend the back knee a little bit more, and then just have your front foot go out. But you'll see that you go right through those and you bring everything with you. And what that does is it's going to create everything to be a lot of arms. And you can see up here, I'm not going to engage a lot of lower half. I'm just going to be on more upper body because I'm going to go out and kind of get that ball and hit it too far out in front, so I'm going to lose my power. And what we want to do is we want to let that ball travel, stay back, hit the ball at the middle, but really focus on engaging the lower half compared to being half of that body weight into the ball, and now you can be all that body weight into the ball. And I don't know if you do that every time or just on that one swing, so we'll keep watching here and going forward. But those are the initial things that I see. What you do is when you load yourself up, you take all your weight back, and then what you do is you kind of take all your weight forward. So you got to have a little bit more bend in the knees on both legs. So as I go to swing, or if I go to take my stride, let's just take the front foot out there and not take the head. See how you're pushing off in your back leg? And see how you're top heavy, how your head's going with you? Right when land foot hits, we should make sure that we need to rotate. And that one's a little bit better to stand back more. But I think we need to really make sure that we're staying back a little bit more compared to kind of pushing off of the back leg and taking all that weight forward into the baseball. At this point, you can see your legs are pretty straight, where we need to be more athletic. You can see that this is almost locked out, and that's almost locked out. And we're really transferring all that weight, when right now is we want to be able to have flex in that back leg, and you're going to just rotate it compared to what this calls more of a glide, and you're more gliding up into the baseball. You kind of just missed that one a little bit. But compared to going out and getting it so much, let it come to you a little bit more. And I think one thing that might help you is finishing and holding your finish when you freeze. Again, you can see that if I draw a straight line, you're kind of more head's in the middle of my body. And at this point, you want it to be straight up from your kneecap. So you want your head to be all the way back there on your back leg, to be tall and to be straight, but not have your head go out in front and be too far up in front of your body here. That's going to get you to be more legs, engage more of your lower half compared to right now, where it's just a lot of upper body. You're going to be able to hit the ball a lot farther, a lot more consistent, and your timing can just be a hair off because you're not going to be going so much more out to get it and be out in front. You can see that one's a little bit out in front. Not bad at contact in regards to your head. Just have to work on balls that are a little bit more away. I'm not sure how you hit the ball away, or if you do hit the ball away very well, but I would focus on putting that tee nice and deep where you can really focus on trying to hit the ball the other way. Again, at contact, or at this point, we want to make sure that our knee goes straight up, so our head needs to be back a little bit, and just have a more of a bend in that leg to keep our hips back. That one you took a little bit longer stride on to wanting to go get it. And again, just focus on getting yourself loaded, having that lower half, having that foot go out, not necessarily being top heavy, and having that come over. I think is kind of the next phase for you that will make a good difference into your swing here. So let's back it up We'll check out the first 20 or so again here. So you're getting yourself loaded. Bend those knees a little bit more. You can see they're kind of straight up and down. Now you go to yourself and get your rock back, and you're kind of leaning. You're leading with your head, and we're kind of a little bit out in front. So get inside the ball, let it travel a little bit. Focus on up the middle the other way. Finish and freeze your point of contact at the end. Kind of get your feet underneath you a little bit here, and let's get all the pounds into the ball compared to sometimes you get just the upper half or your arms into the baseball. I think that's going to make a big difference here when we can engage and get a little bit more power compared to being out on our front side a little bit. So, but mechanically, you're really, really close. You can tell you've been working a lot at this. Really good little athlete. Have a lot of potential here, and just keep up the good work. And we hope you have a great season, and see you at camp next time.